About a week ago, this kid messaged me on Instagram, and it was kind of along the lines of asking for advice. He said that he was drugged at a very young age, and therefore he went down this path of drug use, which eventually got him caught after several years. And he said he don't know how to let go, and can you tell me how to do it? And I still blame the guy for drugging me and for the path that I took and for getting caught. Fast forward to Sunday, he texted me again, and this time he goes, hey, I'm sorry, but I need advice. And he starts to tell me about these two people that he knows who are, of a certain age, and he goes, they've been together for so long, and that means that, one of them was 13 and the other one was 21. Therefore, the 13-year-old was a victim of sexual grooming. And he goes, I don't know how to let go. He started, saying it's unfair. Basically, I think he was trying to get me to agree with him that his idea of sexual grooming happened. And even though these two people he's talking about are practically a happy couple now, I'm not the kind of person who will agree with somebody random like that or disagree, in a sense. I will always ask questions, and that's what I did. So I asked him, what makes you feel this way? Why do you think it's sexual grooming? Why are you so affected by this? Because you don't know them? He says he knows one, but why are you so affected by it? Is it because of your own experience? Is it because you feel like the older person should take responsibility? What is it? And finally, I said, maybe you're projecting your own beliefs and your own thoughts and perceptions based on your own past experience on these two people who you hardly know. And then I said, what is your idea? What is your definition of grooming? And what is the real definition? And I left it at that. And he came back to me with a wall of text that was at least 3 or 4 screens long. And he started to say, you're wrong. I should not have asked you for advice. I didn't need it in the first place. You have the audacity to tell somebody that, he's projecting. He pretty much kept going about how I was wrong. It was my fault for telling him and giving him the idea that maybe he was projecting or even asking questions. I was wrong because I disagreed with his definition of sexual grooming, which is not true. I never agreed nor disagreed. I asked him questions. And then he starts to quote me a Singapore statute. What is POHA? POHA is Protection of something about Online Harassment Act. Okay. Then he starts quoting me this, and he goes, hey, you can post this, but if you post my name and whatever, feel free to post this, but if you post my name and all that, it is illegal under this act and this act and this act, and therefore I will be forced to make a police report, and I hope as a decent person you won't do it because it's wrong, and I'm here to remind you that it is illegal, and I hope that you don't do it. And that just, I'm done. I'm not going to take the threat of somebody who's constantly blaming someone else for his problems. No. Don't threaten me. Especially after the sexual assault I had to endure. Well, especially after the report I made on the sexual assault I had to go through. I try to be as nice as I can to people, but when you turn around and use that against me and then gaslight me into believing that I did something wrong, I'm sorry. I don't expect the police to do anything right now, or to take any action, or to even seek revenge or justice for this person. I don't care for this person. What I do care for is this person doesn't do it to other people or to me. I did it to leave a paper trail, and I think the police did take this seriously enough that they called me back 10-15 minutes after I made the online report, and that was serious enough. And they said, block the fella. If he does contact you again, it's obviously targeted. Let us know. We have his user ID. We can trace him. Whatever the case is. I'm not angry at the person for his journey. He has his own journey. But you're lashing out at the world. And don't lash out at me. I'm nobody. I'm just this person who you happen to take a fancy online because of videos like this, right? No, man. don't make your problem mine. It's not fair. Don't tell me, you know, oh hey, you're such an inspiration. Oh hey, I look up to you, and therefore you have to agree with me. No, that doesn't work. If you ask somebody for advice, and the person is critical enough to give you what he feels is right, then the least you can do is to accept it, maybe disagree, and move on. It's quite simple. Don't threaten me. I don't take well to threats. Yeah.